This woman, she just nuts.
The following is a championship first round match. Making her way to the ring, representing the War Raiders, Valhalla.
More savage, more animalistic.
Yeah, she's a true throwback, like to Viking times.
Her approach has proven effective in the modern day, however.
It may be a different era, Cole, but combat is still combat. Such a look of grim determination.
Says she receives messages from the gods.
And I doubt they're telling her to play nice.
You're right, Byron. I think they're telling her to conquer.
Here comes everyone's favorite bundle of insanity.
And her opponent from Glasgow, Scotland, Nikki Cross.
Multiple tag titles, a Money in the Bank winner, a women's championship reign. There is a definite method to the madness of Nikki.
Guys, did you know that Nikki has a master's degree in history?
Wait, what? That is mind-blowing. Since Nikki looks like she can't remember what happened 5 minutes ago, much less 500 years ago.
Tournament action underway, and Corey, the bracket is starting to take shape.
These superstars have weathered the early storm, and now it's time for them to start digging deep. This is where you separate the contenders from the pretenders. Getting back to her feet, but maybe only for a moment.
Hurricane Rana!
Unbelievable athleticism.
Sometimes you just gotta show off and show out. Right to the chest.
Oh my God, to the spine!
That'll make your legs go numb.
Taking flight. Oh, Don was out in time.
And that was a precisely measured attack. Clothesline! Oh!
Double axe handle smash.
Oh, right to the chest. The psychotic Scott wreaking havoc.
Valhalla's having trouble assessing the situation.
Ah, what a smash!
That is just insulting.
Oh, no. On a reverse DDT.
She gets taken into the corner. Needs to get out.
Getting positioned on the top rope.
Uh-oh, going up top now. Oh, top rope. This is going to be bad. This is not going to be good. Back superplex.
You really have to throw caution to the wind to even consider hitting something like that.
Clubbing away with forearm after forearm. Look at these cross faces. Valhalla able to reverse.
And Valhalla is finally changing the tempo with that attack.
Could be the table turner Valhalla desperately needed.
Corey, how do you take on someone like Valhalla? A competitor where you're never quite sure what's going on in their mind, if anything, rational at all.
Well, when you're in the ring with Valhalla, you can't let her feral nature fool you, Cole, and you certainly can't underestimate it. Valhalla has plenty of in-ring savvy, so you have to be even savvier.
Valhalla isn't being given any room to recover.
This is how you take on Valhalla, not taking her lightly and being the savvier competitor in this match.
She's locked in, looking to go for something big. No way.
Suicide dive.
Took flight and landed a direct hit.
Came in like a wrecking ball. I've never seen that hit so hard before. Carefully placed stop to the arm.
Taking flight. Able to save herself there. Way to avoid that.
Big clothesline.
And Cross is in control.
Cross is getting that fiery look in her eyes.
Around we go. Boom.
And Nikki Cross brought all her fury on that one. Cross has that intense look in her eyes. Nikki Cross, this is not going to be good for her opponent.
Cross was right on target.
The cover! Nikki Cross wins!
Here is your winner, Nikki Cross!
Nikki Cross walking out the winner tonight.
Chaos reigns supreme for Nikki Cross.
Nikki with the win, utilizing her own brand of mass hysteria. The Queen of WWE is here.
The following contest is a championship first round match. Making her way to the ring from the Queen City, Charlotte Flair.
It's hard to believe 2013 was the year Charlotte had her first match in NXT. It's amazing to see what she's accomplished in the short period of time since.
Multi-time champion, history maker, record setter. Charlotte has accomplished it all in such a short period of time. Oh, you're looking at the future right here.
And her opponent from Knoxville, Tennessee, Bianca Belair.
I have been so impressed with this young lady.
Don't let the bright lights or the beauty fool you. Bianca Belair is an absolute beast in the weight room and in the ring.
And she uses her hair as a weapon.
Perfectly legal, Cole. I hope it happens tonight. Bianca Belair could do it all.
So many attributes that Bianca Belair has. Power, speed, charisma.
I agree with you, Saxton, but the question is, can Bianca put it all together?
And here we go in this tournament matchup. Who will move forward? Who will be erased off the bracket?
Tournaments have a tendency of... way too...
Diving moonsault! She has no idea where she is right now, and it is about to get worse. Neck breaker excellently executed. Into the knee drop. Ooh, ooh. Oh, target of the arm. Got the head scissors on. Oh, elbow to the face. Charlotte turning the tide to her favor.
Flair is making the opposition bow down.
Punishing the lower back.
And the EST got bested there.
And you have to admit, all that training Charlotte puts in paid dividends there.
Corey, any advice for Bianca in this one? Anything you think she might need to focus on?
Well, Bianca Belair is a once takeoff.
Oh, high impact.
Ooh, that kick will stop you in your tracks.
Tremendous pressure being applied in this head crank.
Just cranking the head.
That may have been pretty to look at, but I can guarantee you Charlotte only had nefarious intentions with that move. Charlotte Flair with a trademark chopping.
Followed by natural selection. Did Charlotte just end this?
Cover. And that'll about do it, folks.
Here is your winner, Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte has to be happy with that win.
As always, Cole, you're more polite than I am, so I'll just say what we're all thinking. This was as one-sided as it gets.
Here comes a very, very mysterious superstar.
Now, you say mysterious, I say bizarre and unstable.
The following is a championship first round match. Making her way to the ring from Dallas, Texas, Tatum Paxley.
As talented as she is, Paxley is constantly on a mission to prove herself here to the WWE Universe and the locker room.
Yeah, but Paxley has developed a reputation for sometimes taking things a bit too far, ending up in situations she doesn't want to be in.
You play weird games, you get weird prizes. What is she doing?
It's all part of the total slightly off-kilter package, Corey.
I'd say she's more than just slightly off-kilter, Saxton. This woman may need to be committed.
Only thing Paxley's committed to is the quest to be the best in WWE. Through the smoke, the Dark Angel arrives.
Descending upon the WWE Universe.
And her opponent, from San Fernando, Chile, Stephanie.
Stephanie acknowledges she didn't become the best luchadora in the world overnight. Her training took years.
And Vaquera has spent years traveling the globe, honing her craft in Japan, across North America, and her native South America.
And now she's ready to show the entire WWE Universe what she can do.
The Dark Angel is always prepared to take her opponents straight to hell.
And she loves to add insult to injury as well.
And of all the possible matchups in this tournament, I'd say we've got one of the best in front of us right now.
Look, I'll admit I've had my fingers crossed it would work out this way. This one has real show-stealing potential.
Headbutt! Oh, right to the leg. Rocked up in the corner.
Put on the top rope. Something big's coming.
High risk up there. Elbows, though, allow them to counter. And she's coming back to the ring now.
Actually avoids that one.
And Vaquera on the receiving end again.
This is Tatum looking at her best.
Vaquera's toughness getting tested with that one.
Yeah, Tatum just ramped up her intensity. Setting her up here.
Locking in the anchors for what we're about to see. Spider suplex.
That was sick.
Then,
Diving senton bomb. That was amazing.
Just like that, sent out of the ring.
she's coming too, and she's not going to like what comes next. Uh-oh.
Suicide dive.
Threw caution to the wind, and it paid off big time.
Oh, complete deadlift. This is incredible. Gut-wrench suplex. And Tatum Paxley is firmly in command.
Stephanie here in a disheartening position.
Turning the tables.
Vaquera might be able to start mounting something here.
She's trying to get her bearings back now.
She's been slowed down yet again.
When you're in a tournament situation, Cole, you tend to push yourself to your limits.
Drop kick from behind.
Oh, hanging on for dear life. Into a powerbomb.
And now she's making it to the top rope here.
Top rope.
Stephanie's locked in the crosshairs now.
Tatum packs it into a psycho trap.
Paxley may have sealed things up.
Looking for the pin. She wins! She wins!
Here is your winner, Tatum Paxley.
Tatum Paxley's eerie are growing with this win.
Stephanie Vaquero put up quite the fight. You have to imagine this loss really stings.
No doubt. Vaquero's going to take this loss and use it as fuel moving forward. Here comes the sensational one.
The following contest is a championship first round match. Making her way to the ring from New Orleans, Louisiana, Sensational Sherry.
Sherry acts up shrieking screams with unending assaults.
Check her resume, Saxton. Sherry has been dominant in WCW, ECW, and of course, WWE.
A bona fide manager of champions who has been a champion in her own right. A ruthless individual, a vicious competitor. I can see why they call her Scary Sherry.
Oh, enough with the disgraceful slander, Cole. You wouldn't say that to her face. Sherry's an elite competitor.
Here comes the talented Maxine Dupree.
Michael, it's pronounced Dupree.
And her opponent, representing the Alpha Academy from Phoenix, Arizona, Maxine Dupree.
Maxine has really proven herself to be a student of the game, always looking to learn and get better.
Now we can see the improvement in her in-ring abilities every time she sets foot in the ring.
Yeah, she might just surprise us with something again tonight. Every time Maxine competes, she seems to pull an amazing new trick out of her bag.
That's the Academy training at work, Cole. You are looking at their newest star student.
And of all the possible matchups in this tournament, I'd say we've got one of the best in front of us right now.
Look, I'll admit, I've had my fingers crossed it would work out this way. This one has real show-stealing potential.
Sent to the corner. Action on the top rope. This is going to be bad. A clubbing blow to the back of the neck. Back superplex.
Carefully placed stomp to the arm.
Ooh, bullseye.
Maxine getting challenged there.
A ferocious Sherry coming out here.
I think she's looking to end things here.
From the top.
Diving double axe handle. Dupree has the momentum against her here.
And Dupree is looking for a solution.
Kicks to the cranium of their opponent.
That's going to fire you up with anger. Toss.
Was definitely not thinking about finesse with that one. Was only thinking about dominance.
A large part of why Sherry is truly sensational is her craftiness. She's always got something up her sleeve. Always has a backup plan to the backup plan. No doubt Sherry's going to surprise us yet again here in this one.
Yeah, Sherry's full of surprises.
Down on the chest.
Totally out of it. She's a perfect target.
Headed to the top rope.
Up high.
You gotta be kidding me.
That's going to be on highlight reels for a long time.
Incredible courage to even attempt that.
And gets tossed back into the mat. Up high. Totally missed that one. Oh, missed wildly. This could pick up the win here. She kicks out with force.
She's not done yet, but you have to believe that she's still in all sorts of trouble here.
Sherry taking the upper hand in a big way.
And this is just the fruit of Sherry.
Oh, big knockdown. And another one. This is something else. What a clothesline. Great counter by Sherry.
Nice running crossbody.
She gets bounced into the corner. Sending her up on the top rope.
Oh, my goodness. Looking for the avalanche.
From the top.
Arms for the second rope.
Driving down. Oh, solid forearm. Oh, crossbody wipes them out.
She's making her way to the top turnbuckle.
Taking flight. Sherry from the top rope. Sensational Sherry might have her.
Boom.
Got the cover.
Is it enough to close this out?
That'll be a win. What a hard-fought victory.
Here is your winner, Sensational Sherry.
The fight was too much for Dupree to handle.
Maxine Dupree really gave her all.
But her all wasn't good enough. Hopefully she'll use this as a learning moment. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for some chaos.
The following contest is a championship tournament semi-finals match. Making her way to the ring from Glasgow, Scotland, Nikki Cross.
The superhero's flown the coop. Nikki's now somehow even more unhinged than before.
Guys, did you know that Nikki has a master's degree in history?
Wait, what? That is mind-blowing. Since Nikki looks like she can't remember what happened 5 minutes ago, much less 500 years ago.
A young competitor like no other. Here comes Charlotte Flair.
Already excelling at the highest level and fulfilling a legacy.
And her opponent from the Queen City, Charlotte Flair.
Back at NXT, Charlotte was part of a group called the Four Horsewomen. Wow, has Charlotte evolved from those times. And you can see the respect from the WWE Universe for Charlotte. Tournament action underway, and Corey, the bracket is starting to take shape.
These superstars have weathered the early storm, and now it's time for them to start digging deep. This is where you separate the contenders from the pretenders.
Nice counter from Cross.
Measured kick to the vertebrae.
Dominating shoulder tackle.
Scrambling up the top turnbuckle now.
Taking flight.
Body splash.
Oh, look at just...
Oh, raking the face.
That showed a complete lack of respect for your competition and for our sport. She's starting to feel the effects of that offense.
Yeah, Cross's anger boiling to the surface.
An overbearing assault on Charlotte now.
Yeah, Nikki Cross is executing her game plan.
She's making the climb to the top rope. Watch out!
Whoa, look out! No matter who you are, when you crash on the floor, a searing pain races through your body.
Corey, I have to ask, what's the thought process got to be when you're facing off against a superstar like Charlotte Flair? What's the mindset you have to have?
A superstar like Charlotte Flair, Cole? Nobody's like the Queen, but in terms of the mindset, you have to get it in your head that you are better than Charlotte if you want to stand a chance.
Nikki Cross. This is not going to be good for her opponent. Is it enough? Is it enough for Cross?
Shoulders are down. No, she kicks out. She kicks out.
We should have known better than to think the Queen was going to bow out there.
And Nikki...
Opponent lying face first, and now the camel couldn't take it anymore. Has to tap.
Here is your winner, Nikki Cross.
Nikki Cross picking up the win.
Chaos reigns supreme for Nikki Cross.
Nikki with the win, utilizing her own brand of mass hysteria. And here comes this strange individual.
Definitely on her own wavelength, on her own frequency.
The following is a championship tournament semi-finals match. Making her way to the ring from Dallas, Texas, Tatum Paxley.
As talented as she is, Paxley is constantly on a mission to prove herself here to the WWE Universe and the locker room.
Yeah, but Paxley has developed a reputation for sometimes taking things a bit too far, ending up in situations she doesn't want to be in.
You play weird games, you get weird prizes. Cole, can you believe Tatum Paxley has trouble making friends?
Paxley here in WWE, she's like Saxton.
Prepare for pure chaos. Here comes Sherry.
From New Orleans, Louisiana, Sensational Sherry.
Sensational Sherry, so much more than just a valet. She is a competitor to be taken very seriously.
A woman who has ushered so many to stardom.
And she herself has reached that same level of stardom.
And the bell rings for semifinals action.
It's crunch time now, gentlemen. The end is in sight. But right hands create separation and an escape.
A face buster knee smash.
That looks painful.
Double axe handle smash. Oh, jaw shattering.
Countering that offense. Shoulder right to the knee.
Focus that attack at the base. Can't put together much offense with no base.
Got flipped upside down there.
Dropped her like she was nothing.
And it looked like Sherry wasn't able to defend against that.
Yeah, as Tatum appeared to be in the zone on that one.
Oh, what a drop kick. On the mark. Distress showing on Sherry's face.
This is Tatum looking at her best.
A large part of why Sherry is truly sensational is her craft.
Oh, diving senton bomb.
That was amazing.
Oh, man. She's fighting to get back up, but I don't think that fight's about to matter.
No way. Suicide dive. And that takes so much skill to land with such accuracy.
It takes a whole lot of luck, too.
She throws her back in. And Tatum Paxley is firmly in command.
Sherry needs to bring the match back to her pace. Debilitating attacks like that are exactly how you create a big opening.
To the skies.
And no one there.
One counter met by another.
Forearm. She lost some of her stamina at this stage.
Uh-oh, she has trouble coming. Not going to be easy to tap out. Tap out.
Tatum Paxley into a psycho trap.
Paxley may have sealed things up.
And going for the pin. And that's all she wrote. Sensational Sherry suffers the loss.
Sensational Sherry must be fuming right now over this loss. Too bad, Sherry. Back to the drawing board.
You're such a jerk, Saxton. What a courageous effort by Sensational Sherry. She doesn't deserve to lose this match.
Here comes everyone's favorite bundle of insanity.
The following is the final in the championship tournament. Making her way to the ring from Glasgow, Scotland, Nikki Cross.
The superhero's flown the coop. Nikki's now somehow even more unhinged than before.
There's so many accolades in Nikki's career. She was even the final 24/7 champion after throwing the title in the trash.
Well, the last woman to throw a title in the trash made it to the Hall of Fame, so maybe there's a method to Nikki's madness.
Here comes a very, very mysterious superstar.
Now, you say mysterious, I say bizarre and unstable.
And her opponent from Dallas, Texas, Tatum Paxley.
Tatum Paxley had a bit of a rough start. She was rejected by Diamond Mine and then took a strange turn.
Known to have various fixations, whether it's on championship gold or certain superstars, or her doll collection.
Yeah, she's not beating the strange allegations. What is she doing?
It's all part of the total slightly off-kilter package, Corey.
I'd say she's more than just slightly off-kilter, Saxton. This woman may need to be committed.
Only thing Paxley's committed to is the quest to be the best WWE. These superstars have battled through and finally made their way to the final round.
It all comes down to this. All the work, all the effort, all for this moment. Gets driven into the corner. What a forearm.
Oh, right on the throat. Ugh.
That's not very nice.
Ouch.
Oh, clothesline.
Actually avoids that one.
Nice running crossbody.
And she's beginning to look a little weary.
A burst of that frenzied offense of Nikki just unleashed.
And Cross is maintaining the advantage now.
Yeah, Nikki Cross is executing her game plan.
Nikki Cross is prone to violent outbursts and rages. How do you even begin to combat that, Corey?
Well, since you can't call animal control on her, I'd suggest countering Nikki by playing a more cautious and intelligent game. Don't try to match Nikki Cross's freak. Instead, work to contain her. And she's looking intent on delivering something big here. Oh! Big forearm.
Steering clear there.
Tatum looking unable to get a leg up in this match.
Yeah, Tatum has to plot a way to get back into this. Around we go. Boom!
And now Nikki's unbridled fury is pushing her to do some savage things.
Very frightening to be in playtime with Nikki Cross.
With the counter.
Tatum Paxley's pushing back now.
The U-turn Tatum needed in this match could have been that right there.
Just sent crashing.
Suicide dive!
A roll of the dice and it pays off in full.
Thrown out of ringside and back to the mat.
Uh-oh. Diving headbutt. Good night. Dominating shoulder tackle.
The psychotic Scott wreaking havoc.
Cross is getting that fiery look in her eyes.
Finds a counter for Paxley.
And Nikki isn't looking helpless anymore.
Yeah, Nikki getting that crazed look in her eyes again.
And a clothesline.
And she's reeling now.
I know she's tough, but even this is almost too much.
Cross has that intense look in her eyes. Nikki Cross, this is not going to be good for her opponent. Is it enough? Is it enough for Cross?
Into the cover. She did it! She picked up the victory!
Here is your winner, Nikki Cross.
A huge upset for Tatum Paxley here tonight.
And Nikki proved just too much for her opponent to handle tonight.